Being able to express your likes and dislikes is super important in any language. With a simple formula, you just need some vocabulary to be able to talk about your opinion in food, activities, hobbies, and much more. This topic is key to be able to talk about yourself and have easy and comfortable small talk in French. Stay tuned. First step of being able to talk about your likes and dislikes in French is to use the key verb aimer. Now let's put it on a scale. Aimer, which is a positive verb, will be right here. On the extreme positive end of the scale, you will find adorer. On the other hand, you will find détester. We could stop right here and jump to the next section on how to use these verbs in sentences. But before that, I would like to add some nuances. You can turn aimer into its negative form to obtain ne pas aimer. For example, je n'aime pas le football. If you like something a bit more, you can add bien to form aimer bien. For example, j'aime bien les légumes. Add beaucoup to express more intensity. For example, j'aime beaucoup le chocolat. And for even more variation, you can use the slang kiffer instead of adorer. For example, je kiffe la nouvelle chanson de Phineas. To express more nuances on the negative side of the spectrum and avoid overusing ne pas aimer or even détester, which is quite strong, here are some softer options. Je n'aime pas trop. For example, je n'aime pas trop ce film. Je ne suis pas fan de. For example, je ne suis pas fan de cet acteur. To sound even more polite, you can use the verb préférer instead, to prefer. But let's talk about that one a bit later. Now, as you might have noticed, there is a similarity in the examples I just used. And you are right. To express your taste about something, color, animal, food, any noun, you can use the basic French formula of subject, verb, noun, without forgetting the article, of course. For example, j'aime la musique. But what if you don't like something? To build the negative form, you just have to frame the verb with ne pas. For example, je n'aime pas les brocolis. In spoken French, though, people tend to omit ne, and will commonly shorten the sentence to j'aime pas les brocolis. And what about an activity? What if I like to do something? For that, it's subject, your opinion verb, and then your action verb in its infinitive form, always. For example, j'aime jouer au football. Here our subject is the pronoun je, contracted to J apostrophe, before a vowel. Then you have your verb of opinion, aimer, and then right after you have your verb of action. Here it's jouer in its infinitive form. The rest is just details added to the sentence. Here is another example. Il adore faire des randonnées. Again, our subject is the pronoun il, he. Then you have your verb of opinion, adorer this time. And after that, you have your verb of action, faire. But we can't like all activities, right? Then you have two options. Option 1, the negative form. To build the negative form, same as last time. You frame your verb of opinion with ne pas. At the end, you can have the rest of the sentence to add extra details. For example, je n'aime pas nager. I don't like to swim. But you can also use it for already negative verb, like je ne déteste pas les fruits. I don't hate fruits. Or you have option 2, directly using a negative verb like détester. For example, Marie déteste aller à la mer. Thank you so much for reaching this point. If you like the video so far, please hit the like button and subscribe to learn more French. Now let's go back to Marie. Okay, so she hates going to the sea, but maybe that's not all. Maybe she likes something else. Marie n'aime pas la mer. Elle préfère la montagne. With this example, let's introduce a new verb of opinion, préférer. As you can see, you can use it to compare two things. It can be both nouns, verbs, or a mix. For example, je n'aime pas la mer. Je préfère la montagne. Je n'aime pas nager. Je préfère skier. Je n'aime pas cuisiner. Je préfère les restaurants. You can also use it to link two positive sentences, where you would just have a preference for one or another. For example, j'aime les chats, mais je préfère les chiens. Mais, but, is the link between the two sentences and also adds depth to your statements. I like cats, yes, but I like dogs even more. But why? Parce que. To justify things or explain yourself, like a typical French, parce que is the key word here, to link sentence 1 to sentence 2, regardless of their grammatical nature. For example, j'aime les gâteaux parce que c'est sucré. Je déteste les tempêtes parce que j'ai peur. Je n'aime pas le rouge parce que je préfère le bleu. Now I will give you 5 topics, and I would like you to use everything you just learned in this video to express in the comments your opinion about 1, 2, or maybe all of them. You can even make up your own sentences if you'd like. Thank you so much for staying until the end, and I hope you liked this video. If so, please smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more French content. And I will see you in the next one. À bientôt!